all you jammers out there, and welcome to episode 51 of the Jams and Cocktails Live podcast. I'm Brad Brock, and I'll be your host this evening. I am joined in the legendary JNC Lounge, as always, by the bodacious Miss Jordan Taylor.
Hi, everyone.
Bodacious.
Bodacious. Break out in the song.
I tell you, I need to start looking for more adjectives for you. Not that I'm running out. Yeah, there's plenty.
There's plenty. We just need the list.
I just need the list. Also in the lounge with us tonight is our special guests, Will Goulet and Tom Callino.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Did I get your name right, Tom?
You got it. Spot on.
Ding, ding. Right on, you guys. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in live with us tonight on Facebook and YouTube. And a thank you to those of you catching the show later on YouTube or your favorite podcast platforms like iHeartRadio or Spotify. Wherever you're catching the show, please do us a favor and like and share our pages and smash that subscribe button on YouTube. We appreciate that. We've got an exciting show for you all tonight. While we get to know Tom and Will a little bit better this evening, we'll be checking out the Jordy Files. We'll get our midweek motivation with Tony Espinosa, play a round of Name That Tune with all of you, and of course, put Will on the hot seat inside the Lipton Tea. You didn't know that one was covered. But as usual, let's kick this thing off with our Shot of the Week. Shots. Amazing, Jordan.
I don't think that's working well for me.
I don't know. I mean, is it making a mess? Because that's the most important part, that it's not making a mess.
It's just not even, so I don't know if the table's not even. But it's fine. Whatever. Some people get more, some people get less.
Life's not fair.
Right? Life's not fair. Shot of the week tonight is after 8, which I think is fitting because it is just after 8. It is 1 part coffee liqueur, 1 part creme de menthe, and 1 part Irish cream. You layer the ingredients, which I don't think that's going to happen in this contraption. We're
Definitely
using,
not.
into the shot glass and you shoot it. But I'm going to pop over to Jordan. So, can't really see it, but oh my God. Oh no.
Oh no, it's so bad.
Not as simple as it seemed, eh? All right. Well,
It looks delicious.
It's surprising because that thing looks like it costs at least $3.99.
oh, yeah. Definitely, maybe right around that. Oh, boy. All right.
Okay,
Let's pass those bad boys out. maybe forego the cradle. We're going to have to...
Don't judge me. I'm just going to combine a couple of them.
Oh, my gosh. We'll have to... we'll have to practice with that a little bit more the next time. We do have a couple really cool contraptions that we're going to be debuting over the next couple of weeks.
Oh boy!
So Christmas was good to us for liquor contraptions, but
Yeah, we'll have to even that one out a little bit.
well, here's to all of you tuning in live with us, and here's to you guys in the lounge. Cheers!
Cheers! A perfectly layered shot.
Oh, yeah. It tastes like one of those little mints. You get the chocolate in the
Yeah, right.
after dinner.
Like an Andes mint from like a Olive Garden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Nice.
So not terrible tasting.
That
just,
was a success.
Yeah.
Nice. A great
you
little
all.
pick me up. I didn't taste any of the coffee in there whatsoever. Well, maybe I did. Now it's kind of like hit me. Well,
It was the first ingredient, so, yeah.
right on the tail end.
Could be
there.
lost somewhere there. Yeah.
Well, you guys, if you want to join us for our Shot of the Week live, visit the Jams and Cocktails website at jncpodcast.com. Click on the Shot of the Week link to see what we're planning. Then click the Drizzly link right underneath that and get all the ingredients delivered straight to your door within the hour in some cases. When you visit Drizzly through the link on our site in the description, which I didn't do because I don't pay attention to my own notes. But I'll put it in there in the re-upload. You help support the show when you order through that link, so do that. That's fun. Well, you guys, we're going to jump right into it and get to know our special guests here. He's an acoustic one-man band with a voice of gold, combining old school soul and mellow folk rock with beachy vibes. He's been thrilling audiences around the Southeast with his solo and duo shows. We're glad to have him here with us tonight. Check out Will Goulet.
Well, I got a woman. Well, that's good to me. Said I got a woman way over town. That's good to me. Oh yeah, she give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, it's a kind of friend indeed. Said I got a woman way over town. That's good to me.
Woo! Oh, that's Jordan.
Oh, that's me. Hello.
What's up, Will?
Hello.
Welcome to the show, man. It's good to finally have you here and get to meet you officially, unofficially, I suppose.
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like we've talked on various forms of media for a couple of years now, and first time meeting face to face. So very cool. Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. I guess we could thank Chris Springer for that. I'm pretty sure he was the one that kind of put us together, even though I had heard about you through the scene. And
Love me some Chris Springer.
Right. And Tom, how's it going over there, man?
Going good. How's it going?
Good. Thank you for joining us in the lounge as well. Looking forward to talking with you a little bit about what you do and Low Ground. And that's the correct band name, right?
That's right.
Oh, God, this memory.
You are so good.
This memory.
Pronouncing names right and remembering band names.
Right?
You're on fire.
Surprises me. It surprises me. Well, we'll jump right into it, man. And we'll start back at the beginning. So let's go back to South Carolina, where you're a native from. Tell me about being in South Carolina and what got you down here to the Sunshine State.
All right, so I wasn't there very long. I was born in a little town called Seneca, which is right by Clemson, South Carolina. So I'm a huge Clemson fan. My family's from Florida, though, so as soon as I was born, they brought me down here. I went back up there briefly for a year during middle school. But mainly, I feel like a Floridian, although I can't really claim that because I wasn't born here. But like Florida's my home. I do love going back to South Carolina and visiting some of my friends there. But Florida is really where I call home. So
nice. The great thing about Florida is that you can be here for a certain amount of time and become a native. I feel like it's really the melting pot. I would say, with the exception of maybe New York or California, where people go for other reasons. Everybody seems to come down here to get like a little bit of a slower life or like a retirement type of situation. So.
We are, I think, as Homer Simpson put it, we are America's Wang. But he kind of, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on.
That was good.
Yeah, thankfully, we're not under the FCC yet.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
well,
so
buckle up.
Yeah, we're hoping
Let
to
it rip.
eventually be big enough that somebody takes notice. And I was like, you need to watch your filthy fucking mouths. But
For now, swear away.
but yeah. So another thing, and this is you actually, this is not your first appearance on our little podcast. We had our Veterans Day show where we paid homage to our local musicians that are also vets, and you reached out to me and told me your story. So I wish I had that picture queued up because it was good.
Oh, babyface.
Babyface.
Yep.
So you served in the U.S. Coast Guard. Tell us a little bit about that experience for you.
After high school, kind of drifted around for a couple years. Knew that I needed to do something, or was not going to turn out well. So the Coast Guard seemed like the most attractive option for me because I grew up in Florida, loving the ocean, and I knew I wanted to go to school. I wasn't ready to go to school. I didn't have money to go to school, so I joined the Coast Guard. Served mostly in Miami from '99 to '03, and then when I moved up here, I did some reserve time at Coast Guard Station Fort Pierce, which is over on South Hutchinson Island, and it was a great experience. Got to do a lot of really, really cool things. Got an education out of it. So it was really good.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. And to do your reserve work like in Fort Pierce, it seems pretty pretty convenient in a sense that it's close enough to your hometown.
For sure.
Right. Yeah. So thank you again for your service and for
Thanks for doing that for everybody. I watched that. That was really, really cool of you. So
awesome.
Thank you, man.
Well, it's nice to know that we have so many entertainers on the Treasure Coast that are service people. So it's not only my honor, but I feel like my obligation to honor you guys when these things come around. So that's awesome. So you finished up with the Coast Guard. You're doing your thing. What got you into becoming a performer and more importantly, taking on the challenge of being a one-man band? Because it's no easy feat.
So
do you see what I did there, Jordan?
Yeah, I see that. With
no
the
easy feet.
Twinkle toes.
So I actually grew up in West Palm, but then it got too crowded down there. So after college, or after the Coast Guard, I moved up to Fort Pierce and started going to college. And as I was doing that, I was working for a catering company called Event Makers here on the Treasure Coast. They're really cool.
Very popular.
Sure, you've seen those trucks rolling all around.
Absolutely.
I was at a catering once. It was like this. It was somewhere in Stewart at this banquet hall, and it was a bunch of really sort of stuffy, nervous, sort of like white collar, some sort of business party. Mm-hmm. And they had hired a guy that you might have heard of named Ben Prestige to provide the music. And this is before I even played guitar. This was probably, I don't know, 13, 14 years ago. And Ben was doing his thing, and nobody was paying attention to him except for me. And I was supposed to be, doing the serving. And
filling drinks, clearing
But
plates.
I was mesmerized by what Ben was doing, and I was further mesmerized by the fact that nobody there was like really even paying attention to him. And then so from that point on, like I learned who he was. I started following him, going to see him everywhere that he was playing. I started playing guitar, and then eventually one day I noticed that while I was playing my guitar, my feet were kind of moving, and so I just figured, well, let me put something under there and try to make some noise with that. And a lot of the stuff I play is really sort of simple, straight beats, and it seems, I think, harder than it really is. A lot of musicians who don't do that think like, wow, man, that's really cool. And it's like, pay attention to your feet while you're jamming. Like you put some instruments under there and you can make some more noise. And it's really not quite as hard. But Ben Prestige, he's next level. I'll never get to that level. But he really is a local guy who really inspired me to learn how to play guitar. So.
Nice. Shout out to Ben.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We did have his brother Johnny on the show a few months back, and he had some great stories on camera and off camera about Ben and his adventures. So Ben, if you're listening, we're going to reach out and talk to you and try to get you on the show as well. But yeah, that's awesome, man. I was also kind of listening to your videos and checking out your song list and your style. It's pretty eclectic. So is it so diverse for the various audiences that you perform for, or is it more a collection of tunes that just speak to you personally?
I think it's diverse just because my interests are so diverse. And then fortunately that translates well for doing the kind of thing that we do, for the crowds that we perform in front of. They're always, I'm sure you've experienced, they're always a very sort of wide variety.
Especially around here, for sure.
Yeah. And so, anything that I could do, try to incorporate, whether it's like I'll do a Post Malone cover and watch the younger people sort of perk up when they figure out what it is. And then, I'll do something from Otis Redding, and then something maybe a little country, which is just represents really what I sometimes I hear and I want to do, which is really beneficial because it is sort of cast a wide net. So
right, yeah. That's awesome. Awesome. And speaking about set lists, I know that we talked off camera about original music that you don't have any recorded, but you do write. Is that correct?
I do, but that's one thing that I would like to, if any of the other local musicians are listening, I wish we could put together like a writing workshop, because I am not anywhere close to being a good songwriter. In fact, on my website it says singer-songwriter. I have no business putting the songwriter part up there. I have a few things, mostly things that are unfinished. But I would really like, one of my goals is to become, much better at that aspect of it.
Well, I tell you, I'm going to pass on a piece of advice that I got from author Wayne Gales just last week. It's not what you write, it's that you write. So keep putting words together and keep doing it. And you'll surprise yourself. And another thing that I saw recently was, since you bring up like a songwriter workshop, is I saw a post from Bethany Lynn, who is an alumni of our show here.
Love her.
And she's wanting to put together something almost exactly like that, where musicians get together, they put songs together, they, do a critique of each other's songs and just have like a creative, constructive workshop. And so she's a good one to reach out to, and maybe we could pull all this together, because I would love to hear some Will Goulet original music. Definitely. Don't sell yourself short, man. But I want to talk a little bit about your setup. We don't have it here tonight, but I've seen you play it in your videos and out and about around town. It's really cool, for one, because I used to play a cajon in my show, but not like you. You must have heels of steel by now.
Yeah, one of them's been dead for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, because I used a straight on kick drum pedal, right, and got the contraption to connect there and just kind of played the cajon like a kick drum. But you actually hit it with your heel, right?
Right. Yeah. Just straight heel, which neither the heel nor the pedal are really the traditional way of playing the cajon.
Right.
But it is a really sort of easy. It's easier than lugging around a bass drum. And it's actually the first cajon I ever had was a friend of mine visited from South Africa, and he had it with him, and he had to go home and he couldn't bring it home. So he offered for me to buy it. And I said I didn't have any money to buy it, but eventually he just left it. So I inherited it, and then it's been a thing just to kick and make noise. And then I put a mic in it, and it's just sort of evolved from there. So
it's awesome. And you also have a hi-hat that you play as well. Do you play that all the time, or is that just for bigger gigs or showcases or anything like that?
Anytime I bring the cajon, I bring the hi-hat just for that sort of bass, sort of snare, kind of beat.
Yeah. I did I had a tambourine that was made for your feet. So that's how I did that. And I put a little mic on the ground, and that's how my equivalent to the hi-hat. That's
what I mean. Like they make all these sort of instruments now that you can attach to your legs and your feet, and like, so, for others out there, right, look at what your other limbs are doing and make some noise with them.
Exactly. Well, that's awesome, man. Do you have any plans to expand on that setup? I know, for me anyway, as a fellow one-man band, it started small, and now I wish I could grow extra appendages so that I could play more.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty lazy, so I'm pretty much just gonna stick right where I am.
Fair enough.
Honest answer.
So, tell me a little bit about your duo Live Bait.
Yeah, Live Bait's a really fun thing I do with my really close friend Dave Walgrave. He's a little bit older than I, and he he's an actually trained musician like Tom here. He went to college on a flute scholarship. And we've been playing together for about 10 years. He plays the flute. He plays the harmonica, like real nice blues, cross harp. He plays guitar, and he sings. And so, when we play together and I do my thing with the drums and the guitar and sing, and then he does his thing, it's like, it's a two-piece, but we get a really full sound out of it. And him being like a really trained musician, and me being just someone who it just plays by ear and sort of, willy-nilly. We really kind of complement one another, sort of the yin and the yang. And we've been having a lot of fun together for a long time. He's a really good guy. And so, yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Do you guys have any gigs coming up?
We will be at Cobb's Landing this Friday from 6 to 10. And we're going to have another musician, really, really cool guy named Trevor Klutz, come and sit in on electric mandolin, and he plays fiddle as well. And then Dave and I will be at Little Jim Bait and Tackle this Sunday from about 3 to 6.
Nice. I think I'm off this Sunday. I might have to pop through and
do it
and check it out. Now, Tom's been so patient over there. Let's talk about your project with Tom. What's been going on there?
Yeah, so Tom I met kind of through over at Pierced Ciderworks. We decided that we wanted to do a bluegrass jam, and then one of my good friends, Matt Manning, said, hey, you need to get in touch with Tom Callino. He is the king of the bluegrass here on the Treasure Coast. So Matt gave me Tom's number, and then we had...
I think jam whore would be the more appropriate.
I like that. But then, so I met Tom, I don't know.
It's been just about a year.
About a year. We met
he got in touch with me. Let's take over the story, but he got in touch with me on the phone and social media, and we talked about it. And then I see some guy in a Pierced Cider shirt walking around the Baygrass
in the Keys
Bluegrass Festival down in Isla Mirada. And I was like, I think that's Will Goulet. I need to go introduce myself. And yeah,
wow.
The rest is history.
Rest is history, as they say.
We won't talk about the rest of that night.
No, not that night.
Because there was like, we met that day. I mean, we met through social media, much like you and I met. But then we met that day in person. And that night turned out to be a really pretty fun night.
Nice.
Wild.
Quite memorable.
In the Keys, strange.
In the Keys. Yeah.
Love it.
Nice. So what you guys have been working together on a duo project? Is that what I understood?
So I think this came about as Tom had a wedding that you needed a guitar player for up in Vero Beach, and he needed a guitar player, and then he just came over one day and we practiced a couple songs and we played that wedding, and then I think the next day or a couple days later, you came and played a gig with me. It was just a 4-hour gig, and it was so fun. And because it doesn't matter what I do, he within 2 seconds finds something to do to make it much cooler and more enjoyable. And so it's just been every chance I get, I'm like, hey Tom, you want to come play?
It's awesome.
You want it.
Right. Well, since we have both of you here, what do you say you give us a little taste of this this Tom and Will duo that we got going on and get our first jam of the night, huh?
Cool.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Coming up next, we're going to take a peek inside the Jordy Files, but let's get our first jam of the night with Will and Tom. And I'm so excited to have live music in the lounge tonight.
This is a song by JJ Gray that I really love to play. It's called Brighter Days, and I think everybody kind of is looking for some brighter days here in 2021. So I figure this might be a good place to start. So. Don't stop even for the right thing. It doesn't matter what I say. Well, my whole world was by the river, flowing north to meet the sea each day. And I don't want to move away. Look at me and said, what's wrong, boy? What else do you want me to say? And I don't want to leave tomorrow. I've been gone, but I belong here now.
Your big world can wait another day. Brighter days, where did they go? Gone, 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 gone. Lord, I never seen brighter days, where did they go? Brighter days, where did they go? Gone, 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 gone. Lord, I never seen brighter days, where did they go? Well, I am hopeful for where I'm going. I belong in the south side. That is where I was born, a poor boy, living life like there's no end in sight. And even so, I've gone without. Brighter days, did they go? Lord, I never seen brighter days, where did they go? Brighter days, where did they go? Lord, I never seen brighter days, where did they go? Brighter days, where did they go? Brighter days, yeah. Lord, you about to hit the bottom. Brighter days, where did they go? Go, 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 go. Brighter days, yeah.
JJ Grazer. Nice job, Tommy. I told you he was good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh, you ever have like something that like moves you?
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
I'm so excited tonight.
Yep.
Well,
Keep you guys forever.
we're going to let the boys grab a refill and do their thing here. Each week, the amazing Jordan Taylor takes us on a journey through on this day music history, celebrity birthdays, and celebrity departures, gossip, and more inside the Jordy Files. Jordy, what's up?
Oh, hi. Oh, not much. How about you?
Oh, you know, living the dream, surviving the nightmare, doing the best we can.
Yes, one day at a time.
All things considered.
Yes.
All right, what you got going on for us?
Okay, well, we had quite a few birthdays today. We're going to take it way back to 1924.
Wow.
Starting us off. Earl Scruggs, the American musician noted for perfecting and popularizing a three-finger banjo-picking style, now called Scruggs style.
Scruggs style.
Yeah, so cool for him. In 1937, American singer Doris Troy, she was a session singer with Dionne Warwick. Wow.
Dionne Warwick,
yeah. Stuttering a little bit there. In 1940...
Have another glass of wine.
Yeah, right. It's Pinot Grigio.
Another 8 shot.
Yeah, the ratios were off, so, you know, who knows what we just had. In 1940, Brazilian musician and producer, I'm probably going to butcher this one, but I'm just going to be upfront about it, Laudir de Oliveira Sounded good, right? Okay. Known for his time as percussionist with the band Chicago. He was born.
Nice.
Yes. In 1944, Van McCoy, singer and producer who had a 1975 single with The Hustle. He also produced Gladys Knight with Gladys Knight and Aretha Franklin.
Nice.
And then in 1946, Syd Barrett, guitarist, singer, songwriter with Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
In 1951, American blues singer and harmonica player Kim Wilson. In 1953, Malcolm Young, guitarist with Australian rock band AC/DC. Are they Australian?
Now you know. If you didn't know, now you know.
I was today years old when I learned.
Wow.
Okay. Anyway, 1959, Kathy Sledge, a singer with Sister Sledge. Did y'all know that? Am I just...
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty, I mean, I wouldn't say maybe that's common knowledge, but yeah, it's
I would
pretty.
have never... I mean, I wrote it, so okay. Anyway, in 1960,
Must be true.
Yeah, it has to be true. I was like, oh man, typo, major typo. In 1964, Mark O'Toole, bassist with Frankie Goes to Hollywood, the British band who formed in Liverpool and had the hit single "Relax."
Don't do it.
Yeah, everyone's favorite. Shout out to Zoolander. No. And then in 1986, Alex Turner, guitarist and vocals with English rock band Arctic Monkeys, is our baby birthday today.
Nice.
Yes. And then on this day in music history, in 1958, Gibson Guitars launched its Flying V electric guitar. Guitarists who played a Flying V include Albert Collins, Jimi Hendrix, Mark Bolan, and Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top.
We've had him so many times on the Jordy Files.
I always want to say
Bill.
Billy Gibbs for some reason. I don't know. I just want it to be shorter. Just Gibbs. In 1967, The Who played their first gig of the year when they appeared at Central Pier in England. The band played over 200 gigs this year, including their first ever U.S. tour. And then in 1973, Carly Simon's You're So Vain do you know who did the backing vocals for that song, by the way? I learned today.
I don't. What about you guys?
Any guesses? No? Okay.
Oh, I think I do now because you mentioned him earlier. But
Oh, no. It wasn't that. That's
Warren Beatty.
every answer, guys, always
Yeah.
Warren Beatty.
Mick Jagger, apparently.
Wow.
I know.
How about that?
Yes. It started a 3-week run at number 1 on the U.S. singles chart. In 2015, after keeping quiet for more than 40 years, Carly Simon admitted You're So Vain was about Warren Beatty. Beatty. But
Wait a minute.
but only one verse of it. Simon said the other verses were about 2 other men.
Wow.
So shout out to Warren for getting some credit. Yes.
But she didn't give up who the other ones were about?
No, it's
or?
still a secret. Maybe 40 more years from now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she'll reveal one more. In 1975, Pink Floyd started recording sessions at Abbey Road Studios in London for their next album, Wish You Were Here. And we went there.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you have a sticker there you put on the wall.
I do. I think they like redid that whole wall. I think all that stuff is gone now.
Well, we'll just have to go back and put another sticker on.
Fair enough. I like your tenacity.
Thank you. In 1977, EMI Records dropped the Sex Pistols, giving the band $68,000 to release them from their contract. I don't know what they did, but yeah, they got
We're going to pay you to get the hell away from us.
We don't want to deal with you anymore. And then some departures. In 1980, Georgiana Tillman, singer with Motown girl group The Marvelettes, died from lupus and sickle cell anemia at the age of 35.
Wow.
The Marvelettes had the 1961 number 1 single, Please Mr. Postman.
That's a good song.
Yeah, it's a good one. And then in 2006, American soul jazz singer Lou Rawls passed away at the age of 72. The Grammy-winning artist had been battling lung cancer. He released more than 60 albums and sold more than 40 million records. 60 albums.
60
That's
albums.
a lot.
He had a lot to say.
Yeah.
Old Lou.
So that's quite an accomplishment. And that concludes the Jordy Files.
The Jordy Files. All right.
Thank you all for your love and support
Nice.
during that time.
Well, you guys, if you can't get enough of the Jordy Files, be sure to visit jncpodcast.com and click on the Jordy Files link to binge all you'd like to see that beautiful face right there. That's the one.
Linda said after Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, they named a pair of ducks after them. Great memory. Well, I'm glad I
Quack,
could bring
quack.
that memory up for you, Linda.
How fun.
Yeah.
I just want a couple of ducks. That sounds like fun.
That would be cute.
Well, you guys, while Will is looking awfully comfortable over there, I think it's time to get him out of his comfort zone and put him into the hot seat inside the Lipton Tea. So here we go, inside the Lipton Tea.
All right, let's do it.
No comfort zone. So each week we put our guest on the hot seat inside the Lipton Tea, inspired by the late, great James Lipton, host of Inside the Actor Studio. So we take his notorious...
Love that show.
Yeah, we take his notorious interview at the end of each show, and we put our guest on the hot seat for that. So, Will, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Will's ready. I'm not ready. But so I'm going to do my best James Lipton. And here we go. What is your favorite word?
Sassafras.
What is your least favorite word?
Sassafras.
What turns you on?
The hot seat.
What turns you off?
I'm lactose intolerant, so lactose.
Fair enough. What sound or noise do you love?
Sound or noise? Oh, all right. I'm going to be super cheesy dad and just say my children laughing.
Aw.
Best sound ever.
Oh.
What sound or noise do you hate?
That's a good question. Pass. I love sounds. I love all sounds.
There's not one.
There's not a pass. Am I not allowed to do that?
No, man. You're on the hot seat.
All right. I don't like that sound.
Ooh, ooh.
Right?
Yep, I don't like it either.
Told you.
Changing my answer. And everybody's favorite question. What is your favorite curse word?
Poopy pants. No, favorite curse word's got to be everyone's favorite, right? Fuck has got to be fuck. It's just so versatile. Like it can be noun, verb, adjective.
It's almost as useful as dude, I think.
It's so versatile.
Right.
Yes.
What profession other than your own would you like to try?
Ooh, I always wanted to be a pilot.
Nice. Me too.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe not a profession. I kind of want to just have my license to go and fuck off in the air. That sounds fun. But yeah, okay.
Should take some classes first.
You know, I've done enough Chuck Yeager air simulator on the computer.
Oh boy.
What job would you not do under any circumstance?
I would not want to be a politician.
Ah, God.
Fair.
Yeah, fair. Solid. And finally, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Yeah. I told you I was real. And I beat it.
Nice. Well done.
That was tough, man.
Right?
I ask these questions every week, and I still think it. And I got asked one time. I went through this, and it is tough. And
Are they the same
I know the
questions every week? It's the
same questions.
Is it the
every
same
week.
questions that James Lipton used? Or?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They are. And Tom, don't think you got off scot-free here, my friends. The only advantage you have is that you've just heard the questions. So we're going to put Tom on the hot seat as well, since we got you here. So, Tom, what is your favorite word?
Oh. I should have been thinking about these answers before.
It's like, I don't need to know this.
I really like the word Ferrari. It just sounds nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
What is your least favorite word?
Moist.
Yes. What turns you on?
Oh. Good music. Good music does it.
Yeah. What turns you off?
Bad teeth.
What sound or noise do you love?
I like the sound of a muted trumpet. Like that. Womp, 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 womp. That's good.
Ah.
Finally, I get to use that button for something.
Yeah.
What sound or noise do you hate?
The sound my 4-year-old makes when he's upset. It's just like a banshee.
What is your favorite curse word?
I say fuckface a lot. It's probably my favorite one.
Nice.
Yeah.
I always like the hyphenated ones. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, somebody recently said fuck sticks. That was a good one. What profession other than your own would you like to try?
Ironically, I would like to be an air traffic controller.
Oh,
You're still a duo.
I knew it.
Still a duo.
nice.
Why do birds suddenly appear?
Now, what job would you not do under any circumstance?
I could not be a proctologist.
Ooh. Yeah, I heard that. I feel that's a new one.
I feel like there's a joke somewhere.
Yeah, that's a new one in the shit world, though, because a lot of people are like, I don't want to be the guy that cleans the septic tanks or the porta potties, but proctologist. There you go. And of course, finally, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Come on in.
Come on in. I always imagine it's Shania Twain's "Come on over, come on in." Am I aging myself there? Oh, good job, Tom.
Thank you.
Nice.
That was the jam, though.
It was a jam.
It was a jam. Once
was a
upon a
jam.
time.
Well, how about another tune from Will and Tom? Coming up next, we're going to play a round of Name That Tune with all of you out there. So get your thinking caps on. You guys ready to jam another jammy jam out there?
Let's do it.
Woo.
This is original.
Wait a goddamn minute.
I told you. I told you they're not very good.
Oh, is this an exclusive? Are we getting an exclusive right now?
Well, that was like a defense mechanism. It's like a preemptive. This is not going to be good. So
He thought he could just slide that right in there.
Oh,
no
yeah.
one would know.
No, watch it. It's gonna be off the chain.
Yeah, blow our minds.
it's called "It's All Right with Me." Is anybody following? I'm just a little fishy swimming in the big blue sea. You can take the lead, take anything you need. You can tell everybody about whatever you see. It's alright with me. Well, it's alright with me. Is anybody listening? And what am I missing? Have we all gone mad? You could be irate, or you could relax. You could spread it all over to live and let laugh. It's alright with me. Well, it's alright with me. You could
walk real slow, you could let it all go. You could fly real high or you could sink down low. You could take a chance, eliminate your plans. Is anybody following? I'm just a little fishy swimming in the big blue sea. Well, you could take the lead, take anything you need. You can tell everybody about whatever you see. It's alright with me. Well, it's alright with me. It's alright with me. Well, 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 it's alright with me.
Yes,
Good job, Tom.
dude.
That was great.
You guys.
It really was.
You both
Thank
are
you.
It really was
fantastic.
really good, man.
Thank you so much.
Definitely don't stop believing. Okay, a famous person once told me that personally back in the 1970s, and
Just a small town girl
yeah,
told
just
you that.
yeah, just a small town girl, and I was just a city boy. I see a trend here, a trend I don't want to get down on.
Yes.
Oh man, that was great. Seriously, Will, definitely keep writing, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Because that was really nice, and Tom,
Thank you.
beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Told you, he makes everything better come alive.
Like butter, right? Makes everything
nice.
better. Well, I guess we should talk a little bit about Pierced Cider. I know you do a lot of work with them over there, and you definitely have a heavy hand in their entertainment scene. So before we get into the name of that tune, I definitely want to dive into Pierce just a little bit. So tell me about Pierced Cider. Tell me about the entertainment scene and that you guys have going on over there.
Yeah, we're really trying to become like a music venue over there. I started playing at Pierced Cider as well. I just started playing at Sailfish, and then when John Nolly took over as Pierced Ciderworks, he kept a lot of the same musicians, and so I was teaching at that time, not far from here at Centennial High School. I taught out there for a long time, and I was still playing music. And
My old stomping ground out there.
I got yeah. Did you go to Centennial? Or?
I did.
Did you really? Oh, right on.
Yeah, I didn't graduate from there, but I did go there for a few years.
Yeah, eventually I kind of got burnt out on teaching, and John was looking for somebody to kind of manage Pierced Ciderworks, and just sort of that evolved. And so I've been there for about a year, and we really when all the shutdown was happening, we were trying to do everything we could to keep local musicians employed. So we came up with this thing called Rat Rod Sessions, and we had this old Rat Rod sits out front, and we couldn't pay much, but we pay, $25. Any musician is 7 days a week. You come sit in the Rat Rod. It's got really cool acoustics, and we just set up an iPhone and go live on Rat Rod Sessions. And then we started doing music 7 days a week. And we're starting to turn into it's a really cool vibe. If you ever go out there, it's almost like you're sitting in someone's backyard. We got a half acre out there and some really cool trees. We got this really big pink eucalyptus tree. That's actually the oldest and largest, I think, in North America. And then there's some mango trees. Yeah, it's really cool, sort of soulful place. And we have two stages. We have a large stage and a smaller stage. And then Tom, like I said, every Tuesday we do a bluegrass jam, and Low Ground. Tom and Nico and Amanda run that, and that's been really successful. Thursdays we have solos. Fridays and Saturdays we kind of try to beef it up with some bigger bands. But it's really gotten some traction, and it's becoming a really cool place to hang out. So I appreciate you mentioning that.
Yeah, for sure. And a big shout out to John and all the guys there, because they were huge. I mean, they continue to be huge supporters of local music, but they were a massive support during the times when mostly everybody's gigs were canceled in most places.
Right.
And John kept music going at Pierced 7 days a week, which was super cool. And I want to touch back on the Rat Rod sessions because they were. I'll tell you, Jordan will tell you, we would see that it was coming up, and we'd pour some drinks.
Oh, for real?
And we'd go out on
awesome.
we'd go on the patio, and we'd just kick it up, and it was nice and cool back in the earlier part of the year. So we'd go and kick our feet up and drink some booze and listen to the Rat Rod sessions.
That's so cool, man. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So any idea if that's going to be resurrected at all?
Well, so now that we're open or reopen, who knows what's going to happen?
Right.
If it's tough, we will bring it back eventually. Just because we were kind of shocked at how much traction it got, and people were really starved at want to see live music.
Yeah.
And so, and for some reason, for nostalgia purposes, we'll bring it back. And we can't really schedule musicians in the Rat Rod. It's not really a spectator sport because it's just a tiny little thing. So we can't really book musicians in there now. But yeah, we'll definitely bring it back because a lot of people really dug it, which surprised us. But it was super cool.
Well, I mean, truth be
Awesome.
told, it's a very cool content creation device. We always looked forward to it.
Cool.
And it was cool to see somebody crammed into the Rat Rod and jamming out their show. It was like a carpool karaoke, but
Some of the
with live
musicians that
music.
you've had on a JNC podcast were in there. The little things where it was
Yeah.
really cool to have them in there. I think Johnny Depp did some cool things in there. So yeah,
It's so cool. Are those videos still available on the Pierce page?
you can probably find them on the Pierce Facebook page, and then we've converted a lot of them to YouTube videos. So I think
Nice.
Pierced Ciderworks has a YouTube channel. We haven't really promoted that, but if you go on YouTube and type in Pierced Cider, you'll be able to see some of them. Nigel from Firewater Tent Revival and Berto did some really cool things. They actually met in the Rat Rod, and now they're doing some duo stuff, which is
Amazing.
Yeah. So,
Bringing people together.
Yeah.
I love it. It was a really cool concept, and you can count me in when that gets revived.
yes.
Thankfully for me, the lockdown was an opportunity for me to, not that it wasn't stressful, but to really focus on this show and help this our product kind of get up to snuff and really get to know my gear. So I welcomed the break, but if that does get resurrected, you can count me in. I'd love to go and jam out in the
Absolutely.
Rat Rod for sure.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Well, you guys, we are going to invite all of you tuning in live to chime in with your answers in the chats and the comments. We'll be writing down our answers here in the lounge. At the end of the game, we'll draw one of our participants to get some fun JNC swag. So what do you say? Are you here to play Name That Tune? We'll see if the cameras come up. Look, we got them split perfectly.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Nice.
I don't even know how that happened, but it did. It works for me.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, tonight's category, you guessed it. Even the short amount of time that you spent in South Carolina, this category is artists and bands from South Carolina.
Oh, jeez.
So, as I mentioned, you guys out there listening live, be sure to put your answers in the comments, and we'll be keeping an eye on them, and we'll be doing our answers here. Are you guys ready to play?
Let's do it.
All right. First clue. It's an easy one. Most of these there's a couple that might be a little tough, but this is a pretty easy one. Here we are.
You and me, we come from different worlds.
I'm amazed that your camera is split right where it needs to be. I can't believe it.
It's the amazing production team. All these people you have around.
I
here doing
know,
all
I
this.
know. And they do it all for nothing. Believe that? All right, here's one more time
Do
for
you
you
get
guys
extra
listening.
credit if you say where in South Carolina they're from?
Sure, why
No,
not?
just kidding.
Sounds good.
We come from different worlds.
All right, TC Nightlife. Todd and Laura from TC Nightlife in with Hootie. Only want to be with you. That's absolutely right. All right, you guys, show your cards to the camera. Let's see what you got there. There it is.
Which camera?
Yep. Oh, yeah, you guys all win. Nice. Well done.
Excellent.
Well done. Well played. All right.
I think dolphins are making everybody cry right now, aren't they?
God, we won't talk about that. Poor dolphins. Linda said Darius Rucker, and I'm gonna give it to you, Linda, because you're close enough. Hootie. I always thought that Darius was actually Hootie. I thought his name was Hootie.
Is that not
Yeah.
the case?
It's on his
No.
nickname.
It's actually
I thought so too.
lo and behold, as the story goes, Hootie and the Blowfish were a couple of guys that they knew in college back in Charleston. So they named the band after those goofballs.
Was anyone's name Hootie?
Yeah,
The one of the guys?
nobody in the band. They
Oh.
just named the band after those knuckleheads.
I feel so deceived.
I know.
know.
Darius. Gosh. Darius.
How Darius he?
Well done.
Thank
All
you.
right. Next band from South Carolina. Here we go.
I didn't know that.
Many things that you discover here on the Jams and Cocktails program. Here it is one more time for you guys listening in. I have a feeling that somebody's going to fact check me here on this. Because the more I play it, the more I'm like, is this accurate? But Todd and Laura are in with Marshall Tucker's Can't You See? Let's see your cards here.
Nice.
What you got, Jordan? Yeah.
Oh, look, together.
Together, you guys have
All
the
of
answer.
us have the answer.
Ding, ding, ding.
Are there one L or two L's in Marshall? I'm a little embarrassed that I don't know.
I don't
Spelling doesn't matter.
know. They put 2 in the chat, so I think
Well,
we'll say
Jennifer, Allman Brothers is not correct, but Can't You See is correct. So, Jennifer, half point. And Linda, of course, Can't You See? The Marshall Tucker. Nice. All right. Are you guys ready for your next clue?
Yes.
Mwah. Here we are.
I knew that I would not.
The song gets me in the mood.
I knew that I would not.
All right, all right. Waiting for some answers to come in here on the chats and comments. Anyone? I feel like this was the easiest one so far. Oh my God. Todd and Laura killing it. Killing it with James Brown. I Feel Good. But
nice.
it's correct. It's correct. I'm going to take I Feel Good.
Oh.
Jennifer in with I Feel Good as well. Linda in with I Feel Good. It's actually I Got You, comma, or not comma, but parenthesis.
I feel good.
I Feel Good. What did you from?
I put from the best movie, It Takes Two. I don't know.
Well done, Jordan.
Not James Brown.
All right.
Is that the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen movie?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
I want to make sure about that.
It's their best movie.
Oh my God. All right. Next clue.
Ding, ding, ding.
Next clue. Artist from South Carolina.
Come on, baby.
Nice short one.
Come on, baby.
We'll give a little plug to tcnightlife.com, who's playing along with us tonight. If you guys want to know where there's music anywhere on the Treasure Coast and beyond, go to tcnightlife.com, and it's the most comprehensive list of live music and other trivias and karaoke and all that other stuff on the Treasure Coast. You'll find out where everything's going on through tcnightlife.com. And, of course, they come in with the answer, Chubby Checker, the twist.
Come on, baby.
What do you guys got? Chubby Checker, the twist. Oh, twist.
Just the
okay.
twist.
Okay, Jordan, you're close.
Tommy cheated.
What did you have?
I did have Big Bopper. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, not Big Bopper.
You could have said the Fat Boys. Didn't the Fat Boys do that? Remember that? The Fat Boys did
The remix
a version of it. Yep.
back in the 90s,
I think 80s maybe.
maybe. Oh, yeah, even the 80s. Oh, all right. Linda in with Chubby Checker. Let's do the twist. Mark Kowalski in with the twist. He first said the Teist, and I kind of like that title better. The Teist by Chubby Checker, the long lost album.
So many goodies from South Carolina.
Yeah, and the final one, we're bringing it into this. Well, I guess not even this century, but this little close to our century. Final clue.
Strands in your eyes, the color them.
Here it is one more time for you.
Strands in your eyes, the color them.
Crap.
Song.
Jordan's erasing. Jordan's erasing. This is going well.
No. What's his name?
Probably the most sang American Idol song back in the early 2000s.
All right, I can see that.
TC Nightlife in by I'll Be, and they said by somebody.
Yeah.
I'll Be is correct. That is the name of the song. We're looking for the artist. And Linda, it's not live. Good guess though. I like live. I think we need to put them in a one of these games. Jennifer, not Time of Your Life. I think that's the Green Day song she's thinking of. Mm-hmm. This is I'll Be. All right. What do you guys have?
I'll be. Is it Lone Star?
Not Lone Star.
That's a good guess. I wanted to say Ewan McGregor, but I just made up some other names that kind of sound like Ewan McGregor. But
you're
it's
so close.
Yeah, I know it's something like
You're
that.
so close. What did you have there?
Nothing.
Nice blank board. Well done. It is I'll Be by Edwin McCain. Edwin McCain.
Yeah.
Dagnabbit.
The pride of South Carolina.
The pride of South Carolina. The Bryan Adams of South Carolina. Oh, I'm just kidding. Edwin's a great guy.
Have you met him?
I have one time. Yeah.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He was working with a guy I was working with out of Charlotte for a hot minute, but that's a story for another time.
Oh.
But super sweet man.
Nice.
So check out, like, now that I'm trying to plug Edwin McCain here, but go check out his music. His updated stuff is really nice too. So that's been Name the Tune. Yeah. All right, we only had a few people playing, so this should be pretty easy to pick. How many people did we have going on there? 4 or 5?
4.
4? All right. So we're going to do, Will, is we're going to do a drum roll, and we're going to get you to pick a number from 1 to 4. So here we go.
4.
Number 4.
Mark.
Mark Kowalski. From Barbecue Island Style. You guys want some good barbecue, check out Mark's food trucks at Hop Life Brewing. He's out there. He's in other various places around the Treasure Coast.
Mark, by the way, real quick, sorry not to jump
No
in,
worries.
but Mark was with us every Saturday for the first 2 years that Pierced Ciderworks was open. So he was the food before we got our permanent food truck. He was there religiously every 2 years or every Saturday for 2 years, and so that's really cool that I happen to pick him. We really love Mark.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, here's
yay.
for Mark.
It's perfect.
Mark's great. We actually we did go out and visit him, and we had lunch with him out at Hop Life because it's just convenient for us. But yeah, Mark's good people, and thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, industry people, for tuning in tonight live with us. That's very fun. We appreciate that. Even Johnny Ringo is tuning in tonight. Whoop whoop. Code wrong. He said Conor McGregor. That was the right answer for the last part of the game. Oh my gosh. TC Nightlife. He said, that's embarrassing. We had Edwin at Kai's. Wah, 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 wah.
Oopsies.
No, that's all right. Edwin's good people, and he's a great musician, so you guys can definitely check him out there. Coming up next, we're going to get another jam from Will and Tom, but first, let's get our midweek motivation with our good friend, leadership coach, Tony Espinosa. He's got some relevant things. He actually sent this video in just under the wire, so talking about, he touches on some of the things that have came to light, obviously, this afternoon into the evening. So he touches on that, and he ties in a really good message with that as well. So here is your midweek motivation. Take some notes, and we'll see you in just a bit.
Brad Brock, how you doing, my friend? Jams and Cocktails, Wednesday night. I'm about to make a cocktail right now. I do have to say, I had a whole different video ready to send to you and a whole different concept. And then this craziness on Capitol Hill broke off. And I just, I'm at a loss. I'm at a total loss. But it goes to show the power of words. Now, I'm not getting political, whether you're a Trump supporter or not. I'm not putting anyone down, but I'm just saying the power of words, how the president just said, we need to stand strong. We're not going to get our country back if we don't stand up for it and fight for it. And total chaos erupted on Capitol Hill. Civilians have not stepped foot on those steps unless you're a journalist who's invited or unless you work at the Capitol building. We are not allowed to go there. I visited our nation's capital, and there are barricades about 150 to 200 feet away from those steps, and we're not allowed to cross that. And people just took it upon themselves, breaking windows. Some lady got shot. And like I said, I'm not getting in political. I'm not going down that path. But it does show us that in the time we're in, where we're at today in our society, we need to start holding on and living our lives with extremely high levels of integrity. It's not about who's the president. It's not about Democrat. It's not about Republican. It's not about the left. It's not about the right. All the rhetoric that's out there and people just spewing bullshit opinions that have no fact basics on both sides, Democrat and Republican. The extremists on both ends are the ones ruining it for us that want to have a great, strong country. But you have to have levels of integrity. Integrity is huge. Doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Doing the right thing even when nobody's looking. Those are the definitions of integrity. Nobody on the Capitol Hill showed integrity. And we're talking about a group of people that swear they love the police and they love this country, and they just defied everything that they've been preaching for the past 4 years. And like I said, I'm sorry, I'm not getting political. And this group of people doesn't represent the Republican Party. They don't represent the majority of the Trump supporters, the 74 million people that voted for him. This group of people do not represent that. So that's what I'm getting at. I'm not being political. But it just brings to light that we have to have integrity. We have to do the right thing. And you don't worry about the majority. Just worry about what you can do. I worry about what I can do. Worry about what you can do. Doing the right thing. Showing somebody some love. Showing the world that it doesn't have to be that way. Gandhi says it best. Be the change that you want to see in the world. That's all you can do. Worry about yourself. Have integrity. Show love to the human race. Don't hate. And the world could be a beautiful place. And I know it's hard. You're like, well, why do they get to act like that and I don't? Why do they? Again, don't worry about everybody else. It's going to come around to them, whether you believe in karma or whatever your belief system is. Those people will fade away if you choose to ignore them. Just like when you're getting negative people out of your life. You don't have to be like, hey, get out of my life. You just stop feeding the fire. If someone's arguing with you and putting you down, just ignore them. Be like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Or walk away from the argument and turn your back on them. Don't feed into what they're doing, and they'll just eventually go away. The reason people get amped up and act foolish is because they get attention. I know it's a broad spectrum, but these shooters at school, these mass random shootings that we've had over the past, decade or so that have come out like crazy. If we didn't ever put that on the news, if we never learned their name, if the public never learned their name, I guarantee half of those wouldn't even happen. A lot of these people are very insecure, and that's their 15 minutes of fame. That's how they're going to get known. They're worried about the majority. Don't do that. Have high levels of integrity. Carry yourself, stand strong, stand tall, be proud of who you are. Don't let the negative people push you around. Don't feed into them. Don't get caught up in their BS. Just do what you can do to do the right thing. Integrity, integrity, integrity. I love you, Brad Brock. I'll talk to you soon, my friend. Be well and God bless.
Tony Espinosa. And a very relevant message with things that have, clearly come to light today. And, we're not stupid here. We all saw the writing on the wall and knew that it, all that was coming to a head. But Tony's message is to have integrity. Don't get swept up in other people's bullshit, And one thing that he said that stood out to me is do the right thing even when nobody's looking. I think it's just, and that's the definition, as he mentioned, of integrity. When you're doing the right thing for no other reason other than it's the right thing to do. So thank you, Tony. Yeah. And I do want to say, if you need a boost in your personal or professional life, be sure to reach out to Tony at TonyEspinosaLeadership.com or search him out on social media, keyword Tony Espinosa Leadership. How about that? Yeah, we'll give him one more round of applause. And now we're going to get another tune from our guest, Will and Tom. Are you guys ready over there?
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet pea, apple of my eye. Don't know where and I don't know why. You're the only reason I keep on coming home. Well, sweet pea, what's all of this about? Don't get your way, all you do is fuss and fight. And you're the only reason I keep on coming home. Rock of Gibraltar, I always seem to falter, and the words just get in the way. I try to stay humble, I'm gonna crumble, but I never think before I say, sweet pea, keeper of my soul. I know sometimes I get out of control, but you're the only reason I keep on coming home. Take it, Tommy. Gibraltar, I always seem to falter, and the words just get in the way. I'm gonna crumble, I try to stay humble, but I never think before I say, sweet pea, keeper of my soul. I know sometimes I get out of control, but you're the only reason I keep on coming. The only reason I keep on coming. You're the only reason I keep on coming home.
Famously tuned.
I love that song. It's such a great, just feel good tune. Absolutely. So good. So good. Awesome, man. Well, you guys, we're at our Shameless Plugs section of our show. So at this point in the show, we'd like to go around and chat a little bit about all the things that we've got going on and what everybody should go and check out in this little segment we lovingly call, what do we call it, Jordan?
Shameless Plugs. Shameless.
All right. And of course, we always like to start things out with our special guest. So we're going to let Will go first. And Will, tell us about all the things you got going on, gigs, things that people need to go and check out.
I'm so excited about this, man. I'm so excited you guys had me and Tommy on here tonight. And I'm excited to dig into all these episodes that I've seen a few of them. I can't wait to go back and check them out. So thank you guys so much. Tune into this JNC podcast. Super fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Really fun night. Live bait acoustic duo. You can find that on Facebook. We'll be at Cobb's Landing this Friday, 6 to 10. We'll be at Little Gym, Bait and Tackle Sunday. Pierced Ciderworks. Check out Pierced Ciderworks whenever you get a chance. It's 411 North 2nd Street, downtown Fort Pierce. And I think Tommy's got some things to talk to you about now.
Yeah, we have the jam every Tuesday at Pierced Ciderworks at 6 to 9. It's a bluegrass jam. If you pick acoustic instruments, you pick bluegrass, please come out and hang out with us. All the pickers get a free drink. And even if you don't pick bluegrass, you just want to come strum some chords and see what it's all about, we'd be more than happy to have you out picking with us. And then Will's band, Live Bait, and my band, Low Ground Trio. There's going to be a big festival out west of town, Fort Pierce, come first weekend of February called Farm to Grass. And it's being put on by a guy named Mike Hale, one of my good buddies. And Al Beltran's involved, and we're getting a lot of big bands.
Check it out. If Farm to Grass on Facebook, there's so many bands.
Firewater Tent Revival, Grass is Dead, Soul Jam's going to be there.
Yeah, all your favorites.
Guavatron,
240 acres. You can camp for 4 days. You can camp for 4 days and see all these bands, and it's like $125 or something ridiculous.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's great. It's gonna be a great time.
Right now, real quick, when was that going to happen again? I think it's
February 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. You can it's Farm to Grass. You can check it out on Facebook, and they have tickets for sale on Eventbrite. We also can get you some tickets probably through Pierce Cider. If you call them up, they can get a hold of me. I have some tickets also available.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Awesome. We'll definitely we'll link out to that on our pages as well, because that sounds like a blast for sure.
Time.
Yeah, maybe we'll try to like sneak in one of your entertainers for that particular show and have a little interview with them. So
another question about it: what's the camping? Is it tent, RV? All the
there's
above?
access for RVs. It's going to be dry camping, so if you have generators, you can use those. But yeah, it will be dry camping. So make sure your tanks are full and you bring everything you need. There won't be anywhere to plug in or anything like that. But he will have somebody coming in for dump outs as needed for that kind of stuff. But yeah.
nice.
Very
Plenty of room to social distance. There's plenty of areas to kind of set up your own campsite and kind of hang out with your own little group, and then watch the shows from a safe area.
We really
Very
hope that this
cool.
will become like a yearly event, because
That's the
it'd
plan.
be really cool. It's really cool. It's in Fort Pierce.
Fort Pierce,
It's
right
in
off Orange
Fort
Avenue,
Pierce.
west of town.
So,
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Very cool. That might
awesome.
be something I
Yeah.
have to get down on. I don't know if I'll be able to do every day, but that's certainly something I'd like to pop in and check out. Nice. Anything else you guys got going on?
Not that I can think of.
Low Ground will be playing Saturday night in Vero at Kilted Mermaid, downtown Vero Beach.
Yeah,
Got it right that time. You
did. Love Kilted Mermaid.
Yeah.
So
they were the first place we got a gig. So we really appreciate Rick and Linda and what they do over there.
And not a plug per se, but I want to definitely say and give a shout out to my wife, Kira, who allows me to do all of this silly stuff, and she is the backbone of our family. So thank you so much, love. I love you.
I'll second that with mine wife, Kristen. Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely.
Kira and
Definitely.
Kristen. They get an applause. Nice. And Kira and Kristen, I do appreciate you letting us steal your guys away from you to come in and hang out with us on our little show tonight. Jordan, any shameless plugs tonight?
Not this evening.
I thought about it, and no.
Yes, no. Still working on our TikTok, but yes.
Yeah,
That's about it.
ran into a little snafu with our TikTok page, didn't we?
Yeah, they did not like me very much. We got banned, or not banned. What's the word? I don't know.
Well,
I guess,
we got in
suspended.
trouble. Like we went into TikTok jail and we didn't even post anything. I think we were
Didn't
just
even
trying
do
to.
anything.
I think we were just trying to post our logo, and they were like, "Yep,
Yeah.
against our community standards."
Something, yeah. We went
dare
against
you.
Yeah, their guidelines. We were not compliant.
Yeah, very, very offensive.
Yes.
The our JNC logo right there.
So we don't know what we got the boot for, but we're back in. But I'm taking it slow because clearly something is upsetting them. So
Yeah, it's definitely damaged goods. We want to take this relationship nice and slow with
yes,
TikTok.
show them we earned their trust.
Oh
You
my
have to
god.
hire an 11-year-old to consult
I
with you.
think I do. Because I even tried to read the community guidelines and I'm like, I'm not really still sure what we did wrong. Like, I don't think we did any of this.
Oh man.
But maybe an 11-year-old. That's a good call.
I do want to add to both of your shameless plugs, you guys, because Todd and Laura just popped in and they said Low Ground will be at Walking Tree Brewing January 16th, which is coming up. And Will be at Ocean Republic Brewing in Stewart on January 29th. So some local dates there south of the Fort Pierce area. So definitely check those guys out. Thank you, Todd
Thanks,
and
Todd,
Laura from tcnightlife.com. Awesome. Low Ground, man, they're giving us the whole rundown here. Also, January 17th at Mulligan's, Low Ground will be there. Thanks to Earth Tones for booking that.
And Earth Tones and Todd and Laura, they also help us out with some shows at Pierced Ciderworks. So we love those guys. So,
Definitely.
yep.
Nice.
Really cool.
Very cool. All right. Well, then it comes to me. Oh, boy. Of course, as always, I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in live with us tonight. And, of course, a thank you to our viewers and listeners catching the show later on. We appreciate you listening anywhere and anytime. We do invite you, though, if you are listening later, to come and hang out with us each Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern live and be part of this live experience. We love hanging out with you guys. Give our Facebook page a like and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I do want to send a shout out to our sponsors and partners, Johnny Ringo, who was just tuning in here, and the Code Rum Company. They support almost everything that we do. So we do appreciate you guys. Ringo was actually just here recording his pirate radio show that broadcasts every Sunday morning on Coast 101.3. So that is at 8 a.m. Every Sunday. And you can hear yours truly being a cohort and somewhat of a co-host. This coming week, you'll get a fishing report from me, which is a little bit outside of my box, but we have a good time doing it. And of course, Ringo is a character all in of himself. So check that out this Sunday, 8 a.m. on Coast 101.3, the Pirate Radio Show with Johnny Ringo. I do want to send a shout out to our friends at the Sneaky Tiki in downtown Stewart, good friends of ours. Appreciate them. We were just there this last Sunday for their Sunday Bloody Sunday party, and it was a great time. We're going to send a shout out to Hop Life Brewing, our friends there. I will be there actually this Friday night playing a little music. Jeff at Treasure Coast Entertainment. We appreciate him. And our newest partner, Drizzly, for making it even easier for all of you to join us for our shot of the week. So go check out our link, jncpodcast.com. You'll see the Drizzly link. Go and order through there and help support our show. Also, a shout out to our friend Paul Robertson from the Drums and Rums podcast, who's been tuning in. Check that out wherever you get your podcast, Drums and Rums. He has some great guests on there as well. I do have a few shows coming up in this weekend, which is oh so fun. This Thursday, tomorrow, I will be at the Square Grouper in Fort Pierce with Justin Mandel on bass guitar. That kicks off at 8 p.m. Saturday night, I'll be at the Shindig Irish Pub in Port St. Lucie at 8 p.m. And rounding out my week, a very short work week for old Brad this week.
Way to take it easy on yourself.
Yeah. The time is wrong for Blue Point. I'll actually be at Blue Point at 2 p.m. On Monday. So if you have Mondays off like I sometimes do, pop out and have lunch with me at Blue Point Bar and Grill in Tequesta. That is 2 p.m. So you can catch all of my show dates and order merch, request songs, all that fun stuff in my free Brad Brock Music mobile app. You can get that anywhere you get your apps, and they are for Apple and Android. All kinds of fun stuff. As I mentioned, show dates, merch. You could request songs at the show and more. It's totally free. And there are some new features coming to the app real soon. So stay tuned to that. But go check it out. And as I mentioned, coming very soon to another branch off of the old JNC tree we got going on here is our 24-hour internet radio station, JNC Radio. I've been trialing it out and working on it. So it will be featuring a mix of hit songs and local music favorites, plus theme shows, request shows, and more. I will have more info in the next week or so stay tuned on that. But it will be broadcast through Live 365 on the internet, and we got some big plans for that. So stay tuned for more info on JNC Radio. How about that? And that's been our Shameless Plugs. Oh, man. You guys look good over there. Don't get too comfy. So I think we're going to need at least one more song from you guys. What do you think?
I don't think we know anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. We're gonna have we're gonna make it up as we go, right?
There we go. You ready for that?
Sure.
You guys ever hear fiddle on reggae?
Maybe, but maybe not. So this should be fun.
The first time Tommy ever came over to my house, I was so nervous because he's like a real musician, and we were preparing for this wedding that I was telling you about earlier. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, just do what you do. And so the first song that came to my head was this song, because this is a song I do often. And then he did his thing, and it was cool.
cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Well, said I remember when we used to sit in the government yard in Trenchtown, over a bus surfing the hypocrite, as they would beaming with good people we meet. Friends we've had, friends we've lost along the way. Within this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say, and no woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Government yard in Trenchtown, little Georgie would make the fire light as love would burning through the night. And we would cook cornmeal porridge, which I share with you. Well, my fear is my only courage, so I got to push on through. But while I'm gone, everything gonna be alright. 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 Everything gonna be alright now. No woman,
Bob Marley.
So good.
Yes.
So good.
Thanks, guys.
Very, very
Lovely.
cool.
Right here.
Awesome. Well, you guys, I hope you have one more loaded up. Because I'm gonna have you jam out over our credits here at the end of the show. So you got a minute or two to figure it out amongst yourselves.
Doing a popular one from back when I was in high school that Tommy mentioned on the way here. He's like, "Oh, I don't think we should do that. It's too popular." I
Well,
was like, "I'm all about it. Let's do it."
well now it's all over. So
Yep.
well, you guys, as we are winding down here, I hope you all enjoyed the show this evening. Get out there and catch a live show with Will Goulet or Tom Callino.
Low ground.
With Low Ground, they are out there. They're doing the thing in the chats here. You can see the dates that they're out. Thanks to Todd and Laura. So be sure to go and check out their in live music. Go out there and support it anywhere. Special thanks to Will and Tom.
Thank
For
you
joining
guys.
us
Man. It was
tonight.
a lot of fun.
Yes, thank you.
And we'll do it again. I always tell everybody the second time around is more fun because all the nonsense is out of the way, and then we just get to have a jam and catch up. So
Cool.
Yep.
Can't wait.
I do want to say be sure to tune in live with us on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. for new episodes of the Jams and Cocktails live podcast. I mention that all the time, but it is more fun when you tune in live with us. Give it up once again for the incomparable Jordan Taylor.
Thank you. Thank you. You're all too kind.
All right, you guys, we will see you next week. Until then, and I really, really mean this from the bottom of my heart, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Don't get wrapped up in the nonsense.
Please.
We're especially here, and I hate to make it seem like we're in a bubble here on the Treasure Coast, but it's not. I don't mean it's a bubble, but we are a family here. We have a very special thing here on the Treasure Coast, and while we don't always agree, we are a very tight-knit family. Musicians, businesses, friends. Maybe it sounds overplayed, but we are all in this together. And you can always, at the very least, you guys, you can always count on me to listen one way or another. And I will always be objective to anything that you want to talk about. And I'll never make you feel like an idiot by telling me your opinion or giving me your views. And I think more conversations should go that way. So write that down if you feel like it. Or don't, because I'm not going to push it on you.
We are much more similar than we are different, no doubt.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely. So until then, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Broadcasting live from the legendary JNC Lounge. I'm Brad Brock. Here's one more song from Will and Tom. Good night.
Disarm you with a smile, cut you like you want me to. Cut that little child. Side of me is such a part of you. Yes, yes, well. I used to be a little boy, so old in my shoes. And what I choose is my choice. What's a boy supposed to do? The killer in me is a killer in you. I'll send this smile over you. Some use leave you like they left me here to wither and deny. Bet I miss someone who's left alone. Ooh, he is mine. Ooh, he is mine. I used to be a little boy, so old in my shoe, and what I choose is my choice. What's the boy supposed to do? The killer in me is a killer in you. Send this smile over to you. Send this smile over to you.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.